Hello and welcome back to another Mail Day video. It's been a little bit of a while, considering how thick and heavy the Mail Day videos were towards the last half of 2017. There hasn't been one this year so far, I don't think. Maybe there has, I'm not sure. But it feels like I haven't done one of these in a while. And this is an interesting one. I don't know what to call this. Do I call it a trade? Do I call it a gift? I'll leave that one in for free. I don't know. But basically this is from Chris, from CM42TV here on YouTube and the Good Bit podcast, wherever your podcasts can be found. Great podcast, I recommend listening to it, very enjoyable. I've been friends with Chris for about almost 7 years, I think, back when he was just a kid, pretty much, and it's been great to see his channel grow and his online presence grow as far as his presenting skills and things like that. I think his channel definitely needs a bit more exposure because I think he focuses primarily on the podcast now. He's trying to build his videos up on YouTube again, I think, from what I understand. And he's doing some movie reviews now. He does wrestling stuff as well, so if you're into that, I know that many people who follow me are into movies and wrestling. Go check out his channel. I'll leave a link down below, maybe at the end of the video too, with the end card. So the story behind this is that he needed an advertisement for his podcast for a magazine. So I designed one for him, which was okay. I didn't have enough time to make it as good as I would have liked, but he was very happy with it. Wanted to pay me for the work, and then suggested instead that he send me something from my Amazon wish list, which was barren at the time. I needed to just completely rework it, so there's only about 10 things on there, so I know that you know, it's not going to be a complete mystery what's in here, but I'm not entirely sure either, because it seems like there are 2 Blu-rays. So thank you very much, Chris. I'm glad that you liked the graphic, the advertisement, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you sent me for the exchange of the services, I guess. So let's open it up and take a look. I know what one of them is going to be, purely because of how much of a huge fan he is of a particular actor, and I think he even mentioned on Facebook that he was probably going to go for that one too. So let's open this thing up and take a look inside. That doesn't look like what I was expecting. Okay, is it this one? Yes. Okay, right. So okay, this is the one I definitely know what it is. I have no clue what the other one is. The packaging seems weird and different. Okay, right, so, awesome. We have spine number 166 of the Massive Cinema series, Drunken Master. I was going to say, was it Legend of Drunken Master? I think Legend of Drunken Master was the one he did in the 90s. I've seen both of them. I watched this with Connie. I think we did a review of this in the original Epic Film Challenge. Got it on like a cheap DVD from HMV, and this is the brand new Blu-ray that came out last year. Jackie Chan, of course. I think this is the late 70s? Yeah, 1978. Wow, this is old Jackie Chan stuff. And, you know, he's just incredible in this film. I remember finding it a little bit long and a little bit stretched out, but the contents of the kind of martial arts sequences were just incredible. But I might find it different now that I come back to it with a nice, I think it's sourced from 4K. There's a label just covering the information on the back of the Blu-ray. Let me try and peel it off to confirm that. Yes, a new 4K digital restoration. The original complete Cantonese soundtrack, rarely heard on home video, and alternate Cantonese, English and Mandarin audio options, multiple English subtitle options, audio commentary by some Hong Kong film experts, a video interview of Jackie Chan, a new video interview with film scholar Tony Raines. Wow, cool. He's definitely the authority on Asian cinema in the UK. And a new video appreciation by director Gareth Evans, who directed the Raid film series. Awesome. A deleted scene, an original trailer, and a 20-page booklet. This is stacked with special features, and I'm really looking forward to revisiting this. So if only I got this a few days earlier, I might have watched it during this year's 24-hour movie marathon. Gorgeous artwork too, love that. And I know that Chris is a big fan of Jackie Chan, in particular the Rush Hour films, which I really need to get to myself, or get back to. I think I've seen the first 2. And I remember enjoying them, but it's been so long since I've seen them. So thanks very much for that, man. Really excited to add that to the Massive Cinema collection. And I really want to watch more Jackie Chan too. When was it? December, I think, a couple of months ago. Me and Connie watched Project A Part 2, which was just incredible. We did a review of it for the Epic Film Challenge. So, yeah, Drunken Master. And what is this second one? Ah, I see. Huh. Okay, cool. I'd kind of almost forgotten that this was on there, actually. Alright, this is really interesting. I would have preferred to watch this in the 24-hour movie marathon this year. Yeah, I'm really, really intrigued by this one. I didn't realize it came with a slip box and a booklet and postcards and stuff, and 5 hours of bonus material. I'm wondering what it is now. It is Francis Ford Coppola's The Outsiders, with lots of glare. Let's open this up and have a look, actually. I've never seen this, so that's doubly exciting, I guess. One, Francis Ford Coppola. You know, I'm a fan of most of the films of his that I've seen, and obviously would like to see more. I love Rumblefish. Obviously the Godfather series, but Rumblefish is one that I really like a lot, and I believe this was made pretty much around the exact same time as Rumblefish, and the cast is just unbelievable in this film. How have I not seen this before, you know? Oh, it's a really nice slip box. It's kind of a matte finish too, not glossy, so that's really, really nice. So there we go, there it is without glare, The Outsiders. So we have an incredible cast. We have Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Diane Lane, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise. You know, all the it's like the 80s usual suspects in a way. Is this before Karate Kid for Ralph Macchio? Yeah, 1983, year before Karate Kid. So I'm guessing Ralph Macchio probably looks about 12 in this film and was probably about 32 in real life. So the movie's about a group of teenagers. I don't know much else about it, so I'm not going to look into the synopsis or anything. But this, I believe, is the complete novel version. And I know Blu-ray Dan, if you're watching, he doesn't like this, or he prefers the original version and keeps lobbying Criterion to release the original version. I've never seen it, so I've got no comparison. As far as I'm aware, the theatrical version was like an hour and a half. This one is almost 2 hours and is more faithful to the original novel of which it is adapted. So let's take out the inside and see what we got here. I think there's a booklet, or at least a couple of postcards. Oh wow, yeah, the booklet's hardly anything. Jesus, okay. So there's a nice little booklet there. The true story from the book to the movie, and apparently adapted kind of real life true stories and elements as well. This is kind of cool. Nice little anecdotes and on the set production background, and then we have some postcards which looked really thick. That I thought this was actually the booklet. So oh wow, look at that, young Tom Cruise there. I'm supposing this is going to be all the main characters. We've got Matt Dillon there, who was one of the central figures in Rumblefish. Rob Lowe, who I'll always remember the most fondly from Wayne's World. Oh, is that Diane Lane? Jesus, Diane Lane. It's interesting seeing all these actors much younger than I'm usually accustomed to seeing them in films. I'm not sure who that is. That, of course, is Emilio Estevez. And what else have we got? Oh, Ralph Jesus Christ, he does! I'm not even kidding. Ralph Macchio, looks about 12. It's unbelievable. Like, I forget how old he actually was when he made Karate Kid, but it's just ridiculously more older than you'd expect. Patrick Swayze just looks like Patrick Swayze, so there's that. And I think that probably rounds him off. Yeah, there you go. So that's cool, some kind of character postcards. And then finally we have the actual Blu-rays in a normal case. And the disc. So let's have a look at the special features as well. We have an introduction and audio commentary with Francis Ford Coppola. An audio commentary with Matt Dillon, Diane Lane, Rob Lowe, Ralph Macchio, and Patrick Swayze. Cool. Double audio commentaries. And it looks like a bunch of featurettes, casting, 1983 archival piece, deleted and extended scenes, and then the booklet and postcards. So, stacked release. I hope I enjoy the film. I might try and watch it really soon, actually. I'm really intrigued about this one. And yeah, mainly just by the cast and the fact that it's an 80s film, and I love 80s movies, you know. But, yeah, awesome. So we have The Outsiders and Drunken Master. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Obviously, it's a good exchange for the graphics, so I'm glad that you're happy with it, and I'm very much happy with these two, so thanks a lot. Oh, whoa, hang on a minute. Is there a note inside? Let me just double check, because it is, well, it might not be actually, because it's not classified as a, oh, it is. There is. Maybe I should have read it first. Whoa, hang on a minute. There's two gift notes in here, so it's like a, I guess it's like a gift note for each Blu-ray, and they've just printed it on one long kind of receipt-like piece of paper. All right. So to Luke, cheers again for the podcast artwork. Could never have done that myself. You're welcome. It wasn't that much. And of course, thanks for the entertainment over the past few years. Here's to many more, Chris. Thanks, man. And finally, this one gets me. The second gift note. Hopefully Amazon haven't blown this piece of junk out of the sky! Hope you enjoy. From Chris Moffat, CM42TV, the face that runs the place on the Good Bit podcast. There you go. Nice little Kylo Ren quote there. I appreciate that. Great. I'll keep that little note, actually. I'll just double notes. And, yeah, so very cool. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for watching, everyone else, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's alright by me. Apart from the fact he throws cans of Carlin into a tree. Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah, he's really cool. But he's not quite as cool as you.